I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Boy, we're almost there to Friday, baby.
Yes,
Yeah.
This is Friday Eve.
Yep, we are getting there. Just trying to make it. Yeah, Friday's that tough day where usually I'm just completely out of gas. I feel a little bit better today because I got an unexpected extra 2 hours of sleep last night because something happened with my alarm, and I still don't know what.
Well, I think the gods just swooped in and
Maybe.
said, we got to help this man out.
Maybe they were like, we know better than you do. We're going to just, for whatever reason, your alarm's not going to go off, and we're going to tap you on the shoulder 2 hours later, and you'll get up in a panic and try to make it happen.
Every now and then, it's good to have that happen.
You made it happen.
Yeah, probably better. You're right, because maybe whatever that internal voice was probably knows better than I do.
I wonder if it was maybe like, do you ever think like it was your mom?
No.
I think about stuff like that. Like, I think when, like, things happen, I think about, like, people that have passed on and, like, oh, are they helping me out with this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about when things go wrong? Do you think that's your dead enemies coming back and saying, yeah, fuck you, I'm taking you down?
I don't think that you bring hate into the afterlife.
Look, if you want to get down to that conversation, we can. But I don't want to hijack the podcast.
He's ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Yep.
I hope you don't bring hate into the afterlife.
Well, here's the good thing. Nobody knows what happens. No one knows. Nobody, no human being knows what happens when you die.
But it's fun to speculate.
Anyone that says they completely know 100%, I don't know. I got questions then. How do you 100% know?
They don't.
Yeah, true. We're all just guessing in this crazy little game.
I think your mama turned off your alarm clock and let you get a 2 extra hours sleep because she knew you needed it.
I think it was my mom doing that, trying to make you look like a dumb fuck publicly.
Yeah.
No, you don't bring hate in the afterlife.
You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind.
You think your mom still dislikes Kevin just like she did when she walked this earth?
No, I think my mom's at complete peace, right? That's what we all want with all of our love pets.
Doesn't mean you can't still love to troll on somebody, though. Have a little bit of
Exactly.
fun, you know. Who says there's anything wrong with that?
Well, what would you call a ghost that's all pissed off, haunting somebody?
He's not crossed over yet.
But it's after their life.
But
After life.
He's in that tradition. He's in that transitional place where he hasn't gone to the peaceful place yet.
God, I hate Virginia's perspective on ghosts.
Not a big fan of it.
No,
huh?
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking with her.
You're just mad because I know more about ghosts than you.
Realistically, what happened was I took in just a small little bite. I mean, I got to tell you, honestly, anybody who knows edibles would be like, you didn't take anything. It was just enough to make me a little bit groggy, but realistically, what happened is I probably reached over when my alarm went off and turned it off, and then was just that I just couldn't get myself physically up out of bed.
You were like, this is sleeping. It's fun.
Well, dude,
Yes.
when you wake up, typically, as soon as you go, all right, my alarm goes off, are you one of those kind of people that get up immediately, or do you kind of...
Pretty much, no, because I got to get with it because the clock goes, and look, I'm rushing. I'm going as fast as I can. Alarm goes off at 2:15. And then I get my food and I head into the other room and I flip on the TVs to see what's going on with the world. And then you have to keep telling yourself, all right, keep going, keep the pace up. So keep trying to go fast. And
that's just the
pretty
masturbating part.
Yeah. Keep going fast.
And then he's ready. Then he's ready for some prep.
Yeah. And then, I still barely make it here on time. So that's how it goes. So, yeah, I woke up at about 4:15 this morning. I'm like, wait, what? I couldn't believe when I saw it. I didn't know, too. I'm like, wait, am I looking? Because I've been taking afternoon naps. I'm like, so I was way thrown off.
You were probably like, where am I?
No, because I woke up yesterday afternoon at 4:15. That's what's weird.
Oh.
So I woke up at 4:15 p.m. and a.m., which is odd. So I'm like, what's going on? What time of day is it?
Now it's kind of starting to sound like your mom.
It should be 4:20.
When you start saying things like that, same time is weird, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but that was it. So
That was a good joke. It should have been 4:20.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a setback on weed Kev, edible Kev. I don't know.
Well, you're still finding your footing.
I'll see, yeah. But if I don't show up one more, oh boy.
Don't go from edible Kev to pussy Kev. We don't want that.
Well, I just want to be well-rested Kev. That's all I'm looking for.
I think it's experimentation and figuring it all out, and you got to give it time.
But it all depends too on what's in your system, when you've taken it. It's not a complete science here. There's some days it's going to be a little bit different for you.
Well, the thing that's tough about our jobs is I think a lot of people who work a normal schedule, you can get into a groove. But for us, what's tough, like for instance, my son has a football game tonight, and it starts about 15 minutes after I'm supposed to be in bed with the lights out.
Oh.
So you see where that is always the issue, where you can never get into a groove. You'd be like, just get, because look, I believe it's repetition, regulation, all those kind of things, but we have the kind of job and schedule that doesn't allow for that.
I do wonder, I've wondered that before too, if that's part of my sleep issue, the fact that it's such a non-consistent type of, things do change all the time.
Yeah.
And the consistency thing, really, it's a cycle. It helps you sleep, and not having that almost every day, it could possibly be different.
So that's how you get out of your groove. Yeah. So you don't know what's up, what's down. You're just trying to get everything done and somewhat remain coherent.
That's when if I'm feeling drowsy, I don't care what time. Obviously, if it's on the air, I just try to go to sleep and get it when you can get it, man.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do now. Just get what you can get whenever you can get it. So Ryan from Lake Worth Beach sent us an email just about the way the marijuana industry is today in Florida. You got the medical, which you need like a $300 weed card. Then the recreational is going to be on the ballot in November. And the surveys they're doing is fluctuating back and forth to pass, not pass, pass, not pass. So it depends upon where you are with that.
It depends on the agenda of the person doing the poll.
Well, I don't know if it's always agenda, but you don't know the pocket of people you're going to talk to and where you talk to them and what was the sample size, where was the sample taken, and look how much Florida fluctuates. If FAU is doing a poll, did you get out of South Florida or did you only talk to people in Palm Beach and Broward counties?
And did you talk to everybody at FAU? I mean, how big was exactly? You're right.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are having these surveys swinging all over the place. And then you have a lot of undecided people. I would say 25 to 30% of the people that is going to determine if it passes or not still don't have a hard-pressed feeling on it. They're like, I don't know. I don't care. They're probably not big into it or it doesn't really affect them.
But if you know that so many people will get benefit from it, don't you want people to feel better? And a lot of people are using it medicinally. I know in my neighborhood, a lot of the senior citizens that didn't use it ever before are now using it in their old age.
The counter to that is like, good, you got what you need. We don't need it anymore. That's what they say to that. And that's as you look at the money it's being put up against it, those are some of the counters saying we're fine. We have all that we need. We don't have to go any further. So you already have it.
And the other thing too is there is a percentage of people who look down upon weed. They're still in the mindset of you're going thinking everyone's, well, why wouldn't they want everyone to heal? Well, a lot of people still think weed is a gateway drug to heroin. I mean, believe it or not, that is still a thing.
Yeah.
I'll get comments from people going, you guys talk too much about weed.
There are people that are concerned about what is going to happen to the roadways. Will more people, with the prevalence of it, be driving high or in a place that they shouldn't? Will that increase fatalities? So people have an opinion based on that too. So these are all the factors that, and depending upon how you want this thing to go, people are putting a lot of money into it to try to get it to swing one way or the other. Because there's going to be a ton of money behind recreational marijuana.
Not everyone's woohoo weed. Not everyone's like that.
I just want there to be recreational allowed so that one day we can have the dirty hippie strain.
Oh, I would.
And these two can create their own weed strain.
It would be.
And there's your retirement right there.
Try to get me out of here already?
No, I want to be on your team.
Yeah, you guys want to just get a weed farm together after this radio thing?
Bruh.
Well, and the point that Ryan is making here with all of this and where it's messed up is long as it is still illegal federally, it's going to mess a lot of things up. Yesterday, here we were talking about traveling from city to city. And because the FAA is controlled federally, Federal Aviation Administration, you cannot fly with your weed. That is illegal.
Unless it's in your butt.
And he said, too, that insurance will not cover it. And that's a big part of the problem as well. So this being illegal with the federal government is really still messing things up. So that is a good point. Ideally, if you want it medical, it should be something that is covered by your insurance. Look, if I can sleep better because of it, and I got medical insurance that helps with that, or if it helps pain or glaucoma, whatever you're taking it for, it should be something you could get like prescription medicine.
The story that always sticks out is how the NFL and the media made Ricky Williams from the Miami Dolphins look like a freak show because he liked weed compared to pain pills. I'm in a lot of pain. I do not like pain pills. They make me nauseous. They make me sick. They turn me into a dick face. Is that enough reason to not want to do pills? So not everyone, and I'm not downing if that's how you get your relief. Do what you got to do. But for some people, there's other ways to get some relief. And it's just crazy how he got such a stigma.
He was right.
Yeah,
I believe he is still right.
Well, why would you not allow? I personally think there's some pills out there that are way worse than any kind of fucking weed.
Way worse.
Mm-hmm. It is just messed up. You really pull away and you look at the food and medicine that we have in this country, and it is ridiculous and preposterous. And Jenna had sent us a text during the show. She's Canadian. And she said, yeah, the government regulates the food and shit like that. The more that we get sick, the more they fucking make. I'm Canadian, and eating there is so much different than here. Even pop tastes different, which would be soda to the rest of you.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's really kind of a mess. I just feel like we are puppets in this really cruel game that Big Pharma and food tech and everybody plays, and they don't care about you. They're just monetizing you. And I think there's a lot of evil behind it.
Some Soylent Green shit going on?
Not that they're eating people.
I know, that's a little extreme, but like I'm saying something,
It's bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying that
happening.
Well, it's how do you sleep at night? Because it's all about not doing what's best for humans so that you can make more money. And that to me, that's twisted, man. I don't know how you could enjoy your mega yachts and all that, knowing that, hey, I got this money because I'm killing people and I'm taking their money and their life savings and I'm keeping them in pain and then trying to solve the pain.
Psychopaths can always justify their wrongdoings.
Well, good luck. I mean, if there is another place and you got to stand in front of a maker, good luck
I
with
hope
that.
you go straight to hell.
Well, that's just one thing why I do hope that there is accountability one day. To be like, all right, let's unpack what you've done.
I thought there was no anger in the afterlife.
Well, the afterlife of heaven and the afterlife of hell are different.
Okay.
You're right. They're very different.
Mike has a comment here about medical versus recreational. He said, a rumor I'm hearing is that if the recreational passes in November, that the medical card holders will pay about 50% less than those without a card. Now, that would be something. And because otherwise, why would you still go get a medical card if it became recreational legal?
It now becomes a discount card.
Right. And that might work.
Yes.
Okay. And Callie, something I need to try. I need to get to Total Wine because otherwise I haven't found it. But it's a THC infused Nowadays, an uplifting experience. She said that, and we have mentioned this briefly before. I haven't got it. She said, I don't like smoking. And I personally, Kevin, I can't smoke. And I feel like the drinks hit a little quicker than edibles. So for years, I've had a hard time sleeping, and recently I started enjoying these drinks, the Nowadays that you can see there. And she said, they got lots of seltzer flavors and varying strengths, and I wake up feeling great without that alcohol groggy feeling, ready for whatever the day brings.
When can one get one of those nowadays?
He just said it.
Sorry, I'm on weed. I can't remember. Short-term memory.
Total Wine, right?
Yeah. Total Wine?
Total Wine. I love it. I get so confused, and I always have to ask somebody for help because there's so many bottles in there.
But there's also so many helpers.
There is. I hate asking for help though, because
They like it.
I know.
They enjoy talking about their favorite booze. I feel like everybody in there is like a connoisseur,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
an aficionado. And they all do. They have incentivized contests for the employees to try different stuff, pick their favorite stuff, and then endorse their favorite stuff. And if you look, there's like little pictures of the employees around the store right by the price tag saying, hey, I'm Bob and I like this tequila.
Oh, I think they're great.
I love that.
It's not them. It's me. I just get there were so many choices, so many rows.
How dare them have selection?
No, it's great. I'm just
Right.
saying, for a small town kid like me,
What?
where's the Jameson at? I'm just trying to find my fucking regular whiskey.
It's something for everybody. What the fuck is the matter with you?
It's the Toys R Us of sinful liquids.
But don't you want everything all in one spot? Oh no, you'd rather run around to 8 different stores?
no, I think you're. It's me. I am the problem. It's like just like the
Hi.
Cheesecake Factory. I love Cheesecake Factory, but I get so overwhelmed by the fucking menu. Okay, page 83.
Yeah, I think a regular old ABC Liquors is your speed.
Yeah, that's
Publix Liquors, yeah, mine. I know exactly what I want in and out. And to me, a Total Wine is all right if I have time and want to explore. That's if I'm going to have a vacation week or a couple days. All right, let's do something a little bit fun. Total Wine is where I would go.
the
Yes.
soccer moms go to Total Wine.
The alcoholics go to ABC.
The hardcore
Yeah, you know what you want. Yeah,
go to ABC.
right.
The guys that drink it hot out of a paper bag, they love ABC.
Absolutely, we do.
You're not, but that liquor store is right attached by that really fucking seedy motel by my house.
You can walk to it from your house.
And people do, and I think they're living there nightly, and I think they go there to party. They rent it to party, and then they bounce out.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors about that motel.
One thing I hadn't really thought of, who knows how much impact this would have on my sleep, but Karen asked about my vitamin D levels and the sleep issues.
How's that D?
Yeah. She said, I've been sleeping poorly for about a year. I didn't know that I was vitamin D deficient. And when I started getting more D, yeah, it helped a ton.
D puts you right to sleep.
She said, but for me, it has to be from direct sunlight. The supplements didn't work. And sometimes supplements can even make it worse. Now, that's interesting because I do the vitamin D supplements because I used to be. I haven't been getting out because it's so freaking hot that you go out in the second layer, you're just sweating. And I mean, it's an immediate shower. If you go outside for longer than 5 minutes, you have to have a shower.
We got out in San Diego because it was amazing.
Yeah, it's the kind of weather where maybe you're not in a bad mood, but you're not in the best mood. Going out in the heat can put you in a pissy mood.
It cooks you.
It does. You're like, shit, now I'm in a bad mood.
Yep.
And I'm crispy.
But I feel like we're right now in the thick of the worst bullshit. When I go outside to do anything out in the garden, it's choking you.
It is. This is it. This is the worst time of year right now.
Yeah. And people offering other remedies. Nevis's sleep. That came from Jessica. She said they've helped me tremendously. And also got an email from Kathy that said try the AM/PM multivitamin by Thorne. And my husband also takes magnesium bioclysonate and glycine.
I can tell what not to take. Tylenol PM, unless you want half of your body to go into a coma, and then the other half of you
good,
think
yeah.
you're fighting a dragon.
And then melatonin 0.5 milligram by Pure Encapsulations. Okay.
Melatonin, not melanoma. Your wife, when we were in San Diego, she's like, Kevin, I'm going to get you some of that melanoma tea.
Yeah. I'm like,
I was like,
I'm good.
I don't think you should drink melanoma tea, Kevin.
Yeah, that's how she's going to take me out and get that money.
I don't know how he got skin cancer.
Yeah.
Well, I've been giving him that melanoma tea.
Melanoma tea.
Melatonin.
Yeah. It's a big difference.
Have you ever heard of that St. John's wort stuff?
I have. I don't know what it does, but I've heard of it.
It's supposed to relax you and make
Okay.
you, but I remember taking quite a bit of it, and I mean, just feeling like I could lift mountains, and how
Yeah.
it did nothing to me.
yeah.
It gave me the opposite effect. Very weird.
It might take a while, but I'll keep trying different remedies, try to get this thing right.
That's what happened to me when I drank an energy drink, though. I was getting
You
all
got
ready
tired.
to work out. No, I drank it. Yeah, I drank it, getting ready to jack. Jack up. That
Do you want some of this?
Yeah.
I was getting ready to
Trying to
jack
get
off.
jacked off. That's an interesting approach.
And I got so tired off of it.
Go fuck yourself. I just did.
I'm telling you, got tired.
I ate 2 bowls of Captain Crunch and fell asleep off of the damn energy drink.
Oh my God.
It goes opposite for some people.
That's amazing.
And then I jacked off.
That's what made you tired. When the energy drink, yeah.
All you need is a good old-fashioned jerk.
That's it. Yeah, and then Alyssa said, as a health psychologist who works with people on sleep, the first line treatment recipes for sleep is not meds. So, yeah, she doesn't believe in going down that path at all.
Well, I believe in doing whatever you have to do. And I also believe in not judging somebody for having to try different things, because not all of us are able to fall right asleep peacefully and quickly. And as you get older, I think it gets harder.
It does, yeah. I had seen that there's an interesting thing that happens with a burst and a massive change in cells in your body at the age 44 and the age of 60. And it's things like the way your body regulates alcohol, metabolism, and things like that they've noticed as they've studied people that for whatever reason at those two ages, there's a massive cellular change in your body.
Well, that fucking makes sense then.
Yeah, because honestly, probably since 44, the age of 44, I have not been a very good drinker. In fact, I've been very embarrassed by my performances. Like, it's just like, what the hell, man? I thought I was always a seasoned drinker, and then since probably about that age, it's just pathetic.
Does it make you goofier in the head?
No, I'm a bigger
44?
lightweight. I'm a bigger lightweight, and I feel more. Again, it's like I used to be able to drink, pass out, wake up, feel like I was okay, but now I have to really watch the last time I have alcohol when I go to bed, and it needs to be hours, or else it will jack my sleep.
But you don't think at 44 or whenever that age is, and cells are changing physically, yeah, but you don't think that can do anything mentally to you?
Oh, no, I'm sure it does.
Okay,
Yeah,
I feel like it does.
Yeah, I think it does everything. Yeah, I think it changes
I
people.
feel like everybody, whether it's 44, 46, 39, I think there's something happens to people midway through. Just you kind of, if you feel a shedding or a shift like you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever feel that?
I do. I feel definitely different, but I'm also dealing with menopause. I think I'm lucky that I have like layers of pain and uncomfortability and weirdness. I think women get it harder than men.
Okay.
Does that turn us into a gender war?
As much as you're sad about your shit, trust me, you don't want what I'm going
I
through.
didn't say I was sad. I would say I'm more concerned.
I wake up with hot flashes. I'm covered in sweat. I'm panicking for no reason. I think everybody's out to get me.
But what's changed, though, since I've known you?
Yeah.
Other than more of the hot flashes.
Hot
Those
flashes
are new.
are new.
Everything else is kind of on par.
I've always been paranoid for good reason.
And Alyssa said melatonin over the counter can be beneficial, but must be taken 1 to 2 hours before the time you want to fall asleep. And trazodone can be prescribed by your primary care doctor.
Yes, and I was prescribed that. That shit is heavy.
Is it?
Oh,
yeah, I don't think
if
I
you're
need
looking
that
for
route,
to not feel groggy, a trazodone I would not suggest. I'm no doctor, and I'm sure you'll get a trazodone email, but that shit's designed to make you. I think it's got multiple uses.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then she goes into the straight from being on the phone to bed. It's not recommended. Yeah, I hear you. So, trying. Just ain't working out, though. But I do appreciate all of the remedies. I will keep working on it. Got an email here talking about the state of our medical industry and just what a racket it is, and the increasing numbers of cancer deaths and cases with the younger population is starting to become alarming. And Robert has said, yeah, for chemotherapy, I did 4 rounds of chemo, 5 days at a time, 2 bags a day, and each bag was $20,000.
Whoa.
A bag just liquid for the chemo, that would be $100,000 each round, which is $400,000 after my 4 rounds.
Yeah, that is way more profitable than a cure for cancer. They would rather treat you and then, oh my gosh, your cancer's back. We got to treat you again.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, your cancer's back. We got to treat you again.
I think this is kind of, you were talking about that the planes and the doctors and them going down and the conspiracies. They had a cure for cancer.
Yeah.
I thought, wasn't that the kind of the plot line of The Fugitive? That's why they Dr. Richard Kimball, Harrison Ford's character, had the cure. I believe it was to cancer or
was it?
some
Okay.
disease, and the one-armed guy broke into his house to kill him, but ended up killing his wife. And then they framed him, and then he went to jail, and he was a fugitive. But he had the cure, so they're trying to bring him down.
We're living in The Fugitive.
Yeah, I can't believe you've never seen that movie. That movie is what an outstanding movie.
Yeah, I need to watch it again. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I've never seen it.
Oh, the fugitive's name is Dr. Richard Kimball.
Yeah.
Go find him.
Pretty solid. Panchita asks, when did Kevin grow some gray in his beard? I've gotten a little bit more. I was talking to somebody at our radio boot camp that is using kind of a beard dye. He said it was not necessarily that. It's just something that he saw on Instagram. You kind of like rub it in, but it still maintains a little bit of gray.
Just don't sweat or get rained on.
Yeah. It's a good question. Yeah, what happens if you do?
You'll drip.
Yeah.
You will drip, baby.
I don't need that. Yeah,
You
so
do not need that.
haven't gone that route.
With all the
for those
eyes,
reasons.
all the eyes on you in this town,
I
you
know.
can't be dripping out there in the
No,
rain.
I can't. I'd definitely get called out.
I've seen that happen before, where a guy's put that kind of dye in, and they go outside and they're sweating, or they get a little rain, and they will start to drip. And
It happened on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. These two Jersey guys got into a fight, a physical fight, and the one guy's like, what's all this black shit all over me? And he's like covered in this black. He's like, he fought the guy that had the black dye powder in his hair. He's like, what the fuck is all this shit all over me? You got to be careful you don't get into a fist fight or get caught in the rain.
And also, too, man, I was doing that dye for a while, and I was so allergic to it, it would break me out in welts, and it didn't do that at first. And then all of a sudden, either they changed,
or you changed,
or I changed. And
you
all of a
can
sudden,
develop sensitivities.
you call me out on everything, but you couldn't have pulled me aside and said, "Hey, Bird, stop looking like a low-budget Randy Macho Man Savage." You couldn't have helped me out. The time you needed to call me out, you don't call me out.
I thought it looked good.
It did not look good.
I like it dark.
Well, I don't know, man. I look back at some of those pictures and go, Bird, what the shit? Did you have no friends in your life?
And Daniel said, yes, Kev, I heard what was going on here this morning. I just wanted to let you know you guys rock. We love you. I'm a firefighter. I live in Fort Lauderdale. You guys get me through the day. My other buddy's a firefighter who lives in Deerfield, and we love y'all. Kevin will get his sleep situation figured out, and we'll sleep when we die. F the haters. Yeah, I was just talking about, had a lot of people going in on different stuff. Yeah, I saw there was the one video we had posted from us being in San Diego, and Gail said, I hope the school teaches him how to speak without hissing his S's. I love the show, but whenever Kevin says a word with an S in it, it's like nails down a chalkboard.
Don't you love it when people give you I love this show, but Kevin's such a dumb fuck.
Yeah. So I kind of was getting the feeling it might be about time to start bringing the KVJ hate song back, because we're getting some good material here.
Yeah,
That's a good one right there.
Election time. People are very on edge.
I love it.
We're all barely hanging on. I think it's a good time to bring it back.
Yeah, we might have to wait till after November, but then as soon as we get that inauguration done, maybe in the new year. Hate song back, baby. It's a new era. Speaking of which, one dude that's going to be on the ballot, that J.D. Vance. Have you ever heard of Hillbilly Elegy?
No.
Okay, don't know anything about that.
Is this a new
No.
word we gotta learn? Is this a new word we gotta learn?
Nope, it's not a new word. It's a book he came out with that was made into a movie that's on Netflix. And Opie Taylor's the one that directed it. Had a really good cast in it. In fact, I saw the movie just a couple of weeks ago because I'd never seen it. I was going to when it first came out, and I'm like, it's Ron Howard that directed it. It's
Hillbillyology?
Elegy, E-L-E-G-Y. It's basically a memoir of a family and culture. That's what an elegy is. So
Okay.
it's talking about him growing up. He grew up in little BFE, Ohio, like I
Okay.
did.
Okay.
So that's what the movie's about. It's about Appalachia, which is where I grew up. And so that's why I watched it. And they did a good job. I mean, with Ron Howard directing, he really did a solid job with getting it. Glenn Close is in it. Amy Adams is in it.
Oh,
Got some
wow.
heavy hitters there.
Yeah, you do have some heavy hitters that did it. And so it's just kind of because the story about him was he grew up, his mom got on the drugs, she got on the heroin. She was a nurse and started that way with the pain pills to the heroin, went through it. So his grandma basically took him under wing, and she was tough as nails. And she got him on the right path, got him away from the wrong people. And he went from, going in that small Ohio town, went to Ohio State, and then went to Yale Law School.
Wow.
And so that's what the story is about, then served in the Marine Corps. And Joanne said, yeah, just getting a chance to listen to the ATS. No, Kevin definitely doesn't look like this J.D. Vance, but I do have to take a second to recommend the movie Hillbilly. Elegy. It came out a little while ago based on the book. Vance wrote it about his life. It's not political, even though I'm sure somebody's going to make it so. It's just insane to see how he was raised. It's a super raw, eye-opening film, and amazing to see how he made it out of the shit show that he was brought up in. And yes, it's on Netflix, so V can watch it.
Is it an older movie?
No, it's not so old at all. It was only written, I think, in 2016, and maybe it was made 2019, something like that. So, yeah, it's not been out that long. And, I thought it was very realistic. I grew up in that kind of culture, and, yeah, it looks like Appalachia, Ohio. I think it's shocking for a lot. I saw it, I'm like, oh, well, it didn't look like anything weird to me.
You're like, yep, that's just Tuesday.
I'm like, yeah, that's just how we grew up, y'all. That's just it. So, also another movie I kind of looking forward to. This is now more my speed. New Home, South Florida, and I love Vince Vaughn. He just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and Alyssa said, yeah. In fact, I noticed this yesterday. I want to jump into it probably this weekend. His movie Bad Monkey is on Apple TV, and it's based in the Keys in Miami.
I like Vince Vaughn a lot. I know the big knock on him is he does the same character in every movie. Sometimes I'm okay with that with an actor. Sometimes I don't mind knowing what I'm getting myself into.
Sure.
Yeah.
I told y'all his last run on Curb Your Enthusiasm was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think there's a part that really makes me laugh when he gets very mad at Larry David.
I think that he is great. I know he wanted to try different roles. Good for him, because remember he did Psycho, and he'd done some other one with The Breakup and all those kind of things.
He's in Rudy. He's the dick face in Rudy.
Right. Yeah, he goes way back. But when he is being Vince Vaughn, the Wedding Crashers Vince Vaughn, the old school Vince Vaughn,
yes,
dude is just very quick and I just like him, like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds has his own little groove now. And they said that a lot of Deadpool and Wolverine, a lot of the movies, he's just on there riffing. Him just doing what he does. I love Ryan Reynolds' act. I like Vince Vaughn's act. Just give it to me every time. I'm good with it.
Vince Vaughn really got on the map with Swingers. Swingers is an outside. Your husband Panda is the one that told me about Swingers, and we used to watch that movie all the time together. Mm-hmm. It's such a great movie.
Yeah.
You've seen that before, right?
I don't know if I have.
You just make me so mad with the things you don't
watch.
Yeah, I just don't. You do the entertainment. You gotta know about these
Swingers?
It's not what you think.
I don't want to see Swingers.
It's so not even close to what you think it's about.
They're all hooking up with each other's wives and husbands.
Not even close to being what the movie's about.
I know.
You're part of the problem in the media.
I'm trolling you.
I know you are.
Lovey in the chat said, Kev, you might like Vince and Bad Monkey. The first episode was good. Okay, very cool, because I'm working my way pretty fast through Hacks. And that is solid. That is on HBO Max. I would get to the point where I'd recommend that. It's a solid B. It's not overly, amazing, but it's a very solid show. So as soon as I wrap that up, I'm going to get to that. So I do appreciate that because, there's only about 2 to 3 weeks left of binge watching season, Virginia.
Did you get on Your Honor yet on Netflix?
I watched the first episode.
Me too.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Did you go back to episode 2?
I didn't watch episode 2. I watched episode 1, and I had Your Honor and I had Hacks. I had them both loaded. I hadn't started either. And I was like, you know what? It's a little, felt a little. I was going to San Diego. I wanted something light. I want something a little bit lighter. I was kind of in the mood to, have some cocktails and all that for the right reason.
Heavy thinking and then traveling isn't always the best.
Yes. Yeah, I was on a plane. I was getting dark thoughts, so I went with Hacks.
That's the right move, I think.
Kind of won out in that moment. And this is a fun little place. You got to travel for it, but Abigail went to Mystic Pizza, a little bit of slice of heaven, and I believe that it's named after the Julia Roberts movie because they got the movie poster there, and I believe that is in Connecticut.
So the rumor was, I believe, this was Julia Roberts is in this movie, but she hadn't quite become a star yet. She was up and coming.
Okay.
And Pretty Woman had hit. She doing this, and then Pretty Woman, she got that, and they go, holy shit, she's gonna be a major star. So while they're promoting Mystic Pizza when she's not the star, they kind of positioned her in some of the posters as the main star,
Right.
because of the Pretty Woman, even though she wasn't. Facts that nobody gives a shit about.
Thank you, I think.
And I don't even know if it's that accurate.
Oh, good. Okay. But it is interesting just how Connecticut-style pizza has come on here recently. In fact, some people are even starting to name New Haven and different towns in Connecticut as the best pizza in America, and it's making New Yorkers and even people from New Jersey flip their lid with anger.
Wait,
That Dave Portnoy that does like the whole pizza thing, he says like he judges New Haven pizza on a different scale because it's so much more elevated.
oh no, I can hear it just when people talk about pizza now. Right now, Connecticut's got the hot hand with the pizza. And you're right, New Yorkers, especially New Yorkers, are very pissed off.
Yeah, no doubt. And we are going to be getting some authentic Connecticut-style pizza in a place called Ah-Beetz, New Haven Pizza.
Oh my gosh, there's so
They
many.
have
It's
got
here.
a few locations now. They're going to have 4 by this winter. You can go check them out right now in Delray Beach
my gosh,
and
yes.
Northwood in
What's
West
up?
Palm Beach.
What's up? This is
This-
Alex, everybody.
Alex.
Hey,
Hello,
Alex.
how are we?
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we just keep hearing people talking about this Connecticut-style pizza, and you're making a lot of New Yorkers angry. I don't know if they've come in and protested because people are saying that the Connecticut style is better than New York style, and you say that to a New Yorker, you better be ready to, oh, my chicken wings.
Wings.
Yeah, no, we
Oh,
hooked you guys
no.
up. We're excited to be here.
Oh, no.
And,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
a huge,
amazing.
It's a huge fad right now, and we're excited
Yeah.
to be on top of it.
Do you mind if we dig into a little
I would hope
Connecticut
you would dig
style?
into it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I want to expect
Yeah,
those,
so what
inspect
we-
those wings
It
as well.
smells so good in here.
Oh, the wings look fantastic.
So what we have here is we have our
Yeah.
barbecue wings and
Yeah.
our traditional hot wings.
Hold those out.
Everything that we serve is right out of the coal-fired oven. Nothing's fried.
Yeah.
Um,
Go right for that.
Coal-fired oven is
Coal-fired
the
oven.
best.
Yep.
So which one is the one with just the extra sauce and
so
cheese?
we heard that's your favorite.
It is my
That's your
favorite.
favorite.
Extra sauce and cheese only.
Sauce right here.
Thank you, sir. I'm so excited right now. Oh, yes. Oh, she is nice looking. Just how I love her. No. Look how happy I am.
Look at his face.
Thank you so
So,
much.
what is making this Connecticut style a little bit different than New York or New Jersey style?
So what we have is basically it's cooked in the coal-fired oven at a high temperature,
Okay.
and it's charred. So people like to say, "Oh, it's too burnt. It's too.
Oh.
It's not crispy enough." Our motto is there's no character without char, right? So basically,
So it goes in hard and fast at getting that char. And
yep, we get that char. It cooks evenly.
Oh, look at that,
Yeah,
Kevin.
nice
Yeah,
veggie.
I'll try. I'll do a little 1-bite challenge here.
This is so delicious. Mm-hmm. I love
Wow.
And then if you look at the bottom, or as we call the undercarriage,
Yes.
nice and crispy.
If you do one, let me get a bite of your piece, Virginia. I don't want to.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a whole piece.
I don't want to waste a whole piece. So I'm just gonna do one.
They're
bite. I'm trying to-
small. Just don't be a bitch.
It's not small.
Stop being a bitch.
So what we got here is we have our white moots with a little extra
Okay.
sauce for J-Bird.
It's amazing.
So we have that.
wow.
We
That's
also
really
have-
amazing pizza.
We also
is
have a
so good.
veggie. We have
I got the veggie.
We have a white tomato.
Ooh.
Our white.
Oh, look at that,
Yeah, it does.
Jay-Bird.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so this is basically our white pie
Mm-hmm.
with sliced tomatoes, basil, and garlic.
Wow.
So will you do different styles of toppings then? Is it differentiation, or you do all the standard New York style? toppings?
Yeah, so basically we do all the standard toppings. We're really, you know, the New Haven is famous for the white clam, so we do a really nice white clam.
Okay.
You know, a good thing about us is everything is completely fresh, right? We get our clams from Massachusetts, get that shipped down, and everything is fresh from the tomatoes, from, you know, the cheese. We use a grande cheese, special cheese. We use Pecorino Romano for the grated cheese. Everything is fresh, prepped daily. Our wings are fresh and prepped daily as well. So nobody's getting days old food or things that have been sitting there for a while. So
I'm not gonna lie, I had a pretty
excellent.
shitty week. This is the happiest I've been all week right now. Thank you so much.
Good to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that.
Oh, it's so good.
And I love the story behind the name.
Yep.
So when you pronounce it, it's Ah-Beetz.
Ah-Beetz, yeah. Our you know, it's A-P-I-Z-Z-A. So people say a pizza or all that. So it's actually pronounced Ah-Beetz. And it's our motto is say it right. So instead of a pizza, you say Ah-Beetz, say it the right way. Say it right.
Ah-Beetz.
So, Ah-Beetz.
Okay.
Ah-Beetz, say it right.
Ah-Beetz, I love it.
Ah-Beetz. Yeah. So it's definitely the best around. Not just being biased.
And you're unleashing. So we got Delray, and you're in Northwood and West Palm.
Yes.
And then soon you're coming to Royal Palm and then North Palm.
Correct. So we're going to be right next to the Pirates Well in a couple weeks.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep, right next to the Pirates Well.
Oh, that's
Be right down
awesome.
the
That's
street.
my yeah.
Yep,
That's
we
my
heard
backyard.
that. We heard that's right next
Oh
to you,
my
so we're making a
God.
special store for you.
That's cool.
Building it just for
Yes,
you.
just for you.
That's
just
amazing.
for you. So so that's going to be. We have two models. Our model in Delray is our sit-down full-service model. We're actually moving across the parking lot to a much larger space. Going to have beer and wine, full sit-down. Royal Palm is the same model, full sit-down beer and wine, and then we have what we like to call our express models, which is West Palm and Lake Park.
I love it.
They're right there on the corner in Northwood, right there on the corner of Broadway. And what's this cross street?
25th.
25th. Right there in Northwood on the tip of it.
That's amazing. You're going to be in Lake Park. It's my hometown.
Yep. No, we heard all about it. So
That's awesome.
we're excited to come to your neck of the woods and
Cool.
definitely, you know.
Well,
give
thank you for
whatever
coming in. Yeah,
Thank you.
let us try
Appreciate it,
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Now we
man.
know what all the hype is about
Yep.
for this New Haven
Yeah.
pizza.
Solid. I get it.
You'll be seeing me.
That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. We love it. So we're excited to you know provide this.
Yeah, we're gonna
Thank you.
team up. We're gonna be
Yep.
marketing partners
Yes,
now,
yes,
moving
we
forward.
Are. Yep, we're very excited to be part of the team and hopefully do great things going forward.
That's
We
awesome.
will.
Yeah, we're very
Okay.
excited.
So happy.
Very cool. All right, check it out. Ah-Beetz.
Ah-Beetz.
Okay, y'all, we got one day left to the weekend. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good one. Goodbye.